be diagnosed with invasive breast cancer by the end of 2019. So just imagine, we ain't even at December yet. How many more women will be diagnosed with it, with more than 41,000 deaths already reported this year from breast cancer. So some of the things that we can do to help prevent this is to go ahead and put this in your mental capacity. Don't be afraid. Don't let fear stop you from saying about yourself. Don't let fear stop you from taking care of your mind and your body, because it all starts within your mind. And this is something that I love to express to women. If you're going to survive anything in this life, you've got to have a mind for it. And so what you can do to help prevent this, like I said, is go ahead and start preparing your mind to live. Prepare your mind to live mentally. And then there are certain foods that you can eat that can help fight off these cells, these bad cells. Keep in mind, cancer comes from bad cells, unhealthy cells. So in order for us to reproduce the good cells, we need to eat more foods like the greens, like broccoli, cabbage, spinach, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts. And then there are berries that we can eat as well that have lots of antioxidants, like the blackberries, the blueberries, the raspberries. And we need those antioxidants to help build and boost our immune system naturally. Listen when I say naturally. You can do this naturally. And then we have turmeric and black pepper. Who would have thought that black pepper can help ward off breast cancer? But it can when it's mixed along with flaxseed oil. Flaxseed oil is not only good for helping those cells to rejuvenate and stay healthy and strong, but it also helps with your joints and heart disease as well. And then we have the house plants. Ladies, if you got house plants in your house, it's a good thing that you do, because these house plants can kill off the toxins that actually cause cells to go bad in your body. So the more house plants you got, the more toxins that you are going to kill off. And the reason why I say these house plants, because when we're outside, when we're going to stores, when we're going to people's houses, when we're pumping gas or whatever it is that you're doing that a whole bunch of people has touched in the public, those are toxins on those doors. And we bring that stuff straight from the grocery store into our homes. And those toxins can sit around and get into our immune system, into our body, and start turning our cells bad. And so these plants, these beautiful house plants, I'm looking at mine now, but these beautiful house plants can let off a chemical that can counteract, that will kill off those cancer cells in your body. It will kill it off. So those are just some ways that you can prevent. Now, when it comes down to going and being tested, and this is for men also, I don't want to leave the men out, because oftentimes we think, well, men ain't going to get it. And most time we don't really know a man that has it. But I tell you, men do get it. And so some of these symptoms are the same for men as it is for women. When it comes down to taking care of your breast, make sure that you are doing your exams, your self-exams. It's so important to do your self-exams, because a lot of times when breast cancer is found, it's found too late because of something else that was hurting. Somebody might have went in with a backache that they had for a long time, and that's how they discovered it. Somebody might have went in with a cough that they had for a long time. How about chest pain? A lot of people don't think that chest pain is associated with breast cancer, but underneath your collarbone, that is where breast cancer can form as well. So we want to pay attention to the changes in our breast and make sure that, we're looking for anything that's out of the ordinary. You know your body better than anybody else. So if you see your breasts that they are red, they are swollen, if you see any flaky skin, you see skin deteriorating, breaking apart, go talk to your doctor about it. If you see in your breast, sometimes you can stand right in front of the mirror. I do this all the time because of some things that I went through concerning my breast. But you stand in front of the mirror and look at your breast. Of course, naturally, one is going to be smaller than the other. That is natural, so that's nothing to be concerned about. But what you do want to be concerned about is if you see oval-shaped lumps in your breast. How about if you see little hard-looking shaped balls on your breast? You want to be concerned with that. You want to also pay attention to your nipples. It's so important that you pay attention to that nipple and that it is sitting right, because sometimes people with breast cancer, the nipple turns inwardly, especially for the men. Their nipples will turn inwardly, and they may have a discharge. You may have a bloody discharge, or you may have a clear discharge. But either way, discharge is not good. So guess what? If you have that discharge or you see that your nipples are turning inward, it's time to go to the doctor. Go to the doctor. Talk with them. Tell them what's going on. Let them know so that they can get you in for mammogram testing. That mammogram testing helps to early detect breast cancer. It can save lives. If you get in there in time, your life can be saved, your friend's life. And I want you to pay attention to your elders. Sometimes we don't pay attention to the elders, and these elders can have these little nodules on their breast, and they'll say, well, I got an old bump here that just keep aggravating me. And, we won't think nothing of it because of their age. Sometimes that's breast cancer sitting there. I have seen elderly women with these, what we thought was a little nodule or a bump or a mosquito bite, turn out to be breast cancer. So